Breitling watches.
Take the privilege of welcoming for Anchor 5th CW Architect and Builder Award by lighting the lamp of knowledge. The moment we all have been waiting for. The commencement of the award ceremony. So ladies and gentlemen, now I give you India's top architect. As one of the top 10 architects in the country, may I call upon Mr. Hafiz Contractor on stage, please? And now I invite Mr. Pratap Padore, Editor-in-Chief and MD, ASAP Media Information Group, to introduce the idea behind instituting the award to all of us. I would like to call upon Mr. Pratap Vijay Padore.
Have you heard it? Yes, I can see a few nods out there. Okay, now you have to tell me which Hindi pop song has stolen these lines and incorporated them in the song. आज की फंक्शन शुरू करने जा रहे हैं और इस pious happy occasion पे I would like everybody to fold their hands because we are going to do a small Ganesh theme. When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. Or like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with me. Brigadier H.J. Singh is now going to sing Charti Jawani for us.
Charti Jawani meri, la 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 la.
4 months back, I heard him singing and I absolutely fell in love with his voice, and I'm sure you will too. Today he's going to present before you a special music he's composed for Vinito. Yeah, but my eyes will see only you. Only you got that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak.
CV Man of the Year. This award was a fairly easy one for the jury. Not very tough. Of immaculate lineage, this man has been serving his company and the CV industry with distinction for close to 4 decades now.
Thank you. God, you are benevolent with all those claps. In fact, I was on the internet and I was trying to have a look at the different matrimonial sites, just for fun, just for kicks. And she says, now listen to this very carefully. I girl from village. I want wife. I don't know, what did she mean? Did she want a buy for her house or did she want a boy to get married to? Buy, nice man. Good religion, no Muslim. Okay, she wants a Hindu, which means she wants a Hindu, not a Muslim. Boy, good character. Wear not jean in house, outside jean, wear. So, what? If a boy wears jeans inside the house, he's bad character? I didn't know about that. That's news to me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. Can I have a round of applause for her, please? A loud round of applause, please. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would request each one of you present out here to kindly shut your eyes. Please, apni aankhein band kar lijiye. Moon lijiye. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me through, sway me now. Olay! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The rocking people of the airwaves who are more rocking than the radio jockeys of the radio. There was this Catholic couple who were going to the church to get married. Since we're talking of weddings out here, they had a fatal car accident and they both died before they could get married, and they went to heaven. So outside the pearly gates, St. Peter's came to them and they said, "Can we get married in heaven, St. Peter's?" So St. Peter said, well, this kind of question has never been put up. I'll have to find out. Give me some time. So St. Peter's went inside the gates. 1 month went by, 2 months went by, 3 months went by. St. Peter's came back after 3 months. And he says, he looked at his clipboard and said, "Well, I finally found a priest for you. Yes, you can get married in heaven. It's okay." They said, "Well, St. Peter's, we want to ask you something. In case we don't get along, can we get a divorce?" St. Peter slammed his clipboard and the pen and he said, "Damn! It took me 3 months to find a priest in heaven. Now where the hell do I find a lawyer from in heaven?"
And here's one lady, Vandi Vandana Vadhera.
Thank you, Nitin. Well, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to everybody present out here. They say that life is not a bed of roses. It's full of challenges and struggles.
Absolutely.
The Couturier Oral Grover combines the finest hand craftsmanship with modern silhouettes and styles. Her collections accentuate the wearer's inner beauty, setting a beautiful glow to their face.
Well, without wasting any more time and eating, we move on to the next category, which is the CV Innovation of the Year. And the nominees in this category are AMW 3123 8x4 Grid. Well, let me invite Mr. Balraj Manoj, Chairman TEDC and Advisor DIMTS, to reveal the winner in this category.
Mixture of Latino and all of that jazz. So people get ready. Put your hands together and welcome this awesome, scintillating star performer
For the IJSA Champions Cup 2008, a curtain raiser to the Indian Navy sail race, a jet skier himself, and a passionate lover of sports. Your enthusiasm is too damn. You have to be more rowdy, more noisy. Can I hear women out there? Can I hear some noise? Yeah. Western web, the way it has influenced India. Now, one question I would like to ask you people. Do you think this influence is good or bad?
Very good.
Very good!
I invite Mr. Toshihide Ari, Chairman Anchor Electricals Private Limited, to kindly address the gathering.
This story is about a hairdryer and a father, a preacher. I was carrying this really expensive hairdryer way above the custom limit. The preacher sitting next to me and I said, "Father, you got to help me, Father, because I have to get this across the custom limits. Please hide it inside your robe." Father says, "Child, I will not lie." I said, "Father, you've got such an innocent face. Aapse kaun puchega? Nobody will ask you."
Absolutely.
You know? So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for an artist who needs no introduction. When we talk about dancing as a passion, synonymous to her is perfection. So, let's welcome on stage the
renowned Bollywood actress and contemporary dancer, Isha Sherwani.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your MC for the evening, Vandana Vadhera, and I welcome you to Aura, the Diamond Destination. Set in an international format, Aura has spread its glow across the length and breadth of India with 30 exclusive high street boutiques in 20 sparkling diamonds, which are a girl's best friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, and friends of the press, and our honorable dignitaries. Now, as the music will play, they will take the ramp, 1, 2, see the walk, see the move. And I would request all the winning architects to please step up on the stage for a group picture.
So Italy, we learn Italy and we speak Italian. And when we come to India, we learn how to speak बिल्कुल शुद्ध हिंदुस्तानी.
और जाने से पहले अपना फॉर्म सबमिट करके अपना नाम, एड्रेस, फोन नंबर उस फॉर्म पर लिख कर जितनी भी कीमत बढ़ती जाए, जो लेडीज का जो लव फॉर सोना नेवर गोज डाउन. यहाँ पे कितनी लेडीज है जिनको सोने से बहुत प्यार है. वो नींद वाला सोना नहीं बोल रही, सोने वाला सोना नहीं, वो चमकने वाला सोना. How many ladies out here?
Namostute Vinayakam, Namostute